post-fight thoughts on last night's incredible Showtime card. Yes, I said incredible. I thought it was that action-packed, and we got more than what we bargained for, and what we thought we were going to see. And I think part of that is, I guess, the magic, you can say, that happens at the, former Home Depot Center, now the StubHub Center. It seems like whenever there's a fight, there's just something special is going to happen, and we're going to get some amazing fights, and last night was no different. First of all, Guerrero versus Kamagai. Kamagai presented and brought the problems that I thought he was going to bring, and Guerrero gave into his style, and it was pretty much a phone booth style fight, very close encounters, and a lot of fighting on the inside, but Guerrero did what he had to do to win, and we'll see where he goes from here. But Kamagai is a guy that I want to see fight, very fan friendly, and will always put it his 110% on the line on any given night, guaranteed. And those are the kind of fighters that should be put on Showtime or HBO or any big network, because you're going to get your money's worth, whether you go to see him fight live or on one of these networks. So Guerrero will probably go on to face somebody like Keith Thurman, or who knows, maybe even Marcos Maidana. Both of those fights, or before I get into those fights, the question of, did Robert look rusty? Well, that was one of the things I said yesterday in my prediction, was that he had over a year layoff and was inactive outside of the ring for over a year since the Mayweather fight, which he lost and got dominated completely in over those 12 rounds. But he did look a little bit rusty. But he looked, other than that, at times, besides looking a bit rusty, he looked like his old self, and the same Robert that we're used to seeing. But I could definitely see a little ring rust there, and I don't know if he underestimated Kamagai and what he was going to bring to the table, or he just wasn't sure what Kamagai was going to bring to the table. But he definitely had a live dog in front of him for 12 rounds, and it was a very good fight for us fans. And like I said, he'll probably, and I'm speaking of Guerrero, will probably go on now to fight either Keith Thurman or a guy like Marco Silcino Maidana. And in those fights, they're both good fights for Guerrero, and I think that the Thurman fight has been building now for a while, because Thurman has gone on record and said that Guerrero ducked him. So that's why I think Guerrero took a swipe at Thurman and made a joke about him in the post-fight interview, saying, "Oh yeah, I'd like to go see him in concert." That's a good fight, very, very good fight. Stiff test for Thurman, and Guerrero is just a good fight, and I don't see why it can't be made. They're both Golden Boy guys and both Al Heyman guys, so if that fight doesn't get made, then I would like to see Guerrero versus Maidana. I would give the slight edge to Maidana only because he's been on a roll ever since the Broner victory, and looking as good as he did against arguably the best fighter in the world in Mayweather, that I think he has an edge over Guerrero going into that fight if they were to fight. But both are good fights that I would want to see, and I think a lot of fans would want to see. And like I said, I don't see a problem with any of those fights being made by Golden Boy.